I call it Curious George now. It points me to unpredictable adventures of pleasure every day.
What's up, friends? Episode 81 of Dub Life. It is a Monday, and like I told you in the last episode, it's my day off. Had a 3-day weekend. I thought I might start the video yesterday, but I chose to, after Saturday when I ended, just rest and hang out and relax and spent the whole day. I actually took a nap on Sunday. First time I've taken a nap in a while. Slept in some this morning. I just got done working out. It's pretty late, actually. It's in the afternoon. So I slept in some, worked out quite a bit, played some Animal Crossing, and I need to go take a shower and what have you. Rocking my orange leggings. Got the nice color choice, blue and maroon and orange and black, you know, just coloring it up. Had a nice run earlier and what have you. But I figured I'd go ahead and start this episode. I do have some packages to open up and show you. I'm sitting on the back porch. If you watch my Monday Motivation, I recently recorded one out here. It's just so nice right now in the spring. I need to clean this up properly. I've just kind of hosed it off. So you can see there's still grimy and pollen residue on the table a little bit. But I've hosed it off, but I need to clean it up properly. Kind of waiting probably another few weeks before the pollen is completely gone. Or at least following completely gone, so that I don't have to do it again. But it's nice to be out on the back porch. It's breezy. Temperature is only 72 right now, so it's really good. Probably spend a lot more time out here over the coming weeks. Gives me something different to do, something to look forward to. I'm usually on the porch most in the fall. That's my favorite time of year, but the spring has been really nice. The weather's good, and the sun's been out, so really good. I thought this episode will do something different. The last few have either been like a single day or over weekends. This one I thought I'd shoot less content every day and maybe do several days, kind of like a work week, even though I'm not working today. So, a couple days here and see what we go. I know, like I said, I've got packages I'll show you in a bit. And I don't know what else. I really don't know what else. I have some cool stuff coming in, I hope, this week. So hopefully we'll get a chance to look at that. I thought about, in Georgia, the stay-at-home order ends on Friday, May 1st. It is April 27th as I'm recording this. But a couple days ago, on Friday the 24th, certain businesses were allowed to reopen with certain guidelines and that type of thing. And anyway, I haven't been to Walmart in months, probably since January. Maybe February, but I think since January. And I thought about, on this episode today, going to Walmart and seeing what's happening there. And I still might do that. But so far I haven't felt like there's a need to. I could wear my mask and that type of thing. But I don't have anything I need. And there's hand wearing. So let's finish inside. Sorry for that. Bang, bang, bang. Neighbor's doing some work out. I can't really see. It looks like maybe the neighbor's doing some work in the yard. So anyway, I may go to Walmart. I don't need anything, and I really hate to put myself at risk, put others at risk for no reason. Like, there are some groceries that I'd rather get at a Walmart than a grocery store because of cost and selection. So maybe later tonight we may run out to Walmart. We'll see. I'm not in a hurry to do it. And to be honest, I probably won't. But I'm transparent with you, so I'll share what's on my mind. I still have put this slab up. This Grindelwald Absolute Carnage #1. We'll probably do that in this video. And then I've got these boxes here to show you. I'll at least open them today and show you what's inside. We may look at the contents in more detail later, another time. So, in this video. So that's where we are to start this episode 81 of Dub Life. Like I said, I've just got done working out about an hour ago, so I need to go take a shower and clean myself up, all my action, And let's get the video going. Got myself cleaned up, and now packages. I have 4 packages here to show you. 4 packages that I am excited about. I know what they all are, but you don't. So this first package is one I got off eBay. I've been doing too much eBaying recently. If I'm completely honest, I gotta stay away. Spending money I shouldn't be spending during this time. But nonetheless, that is what I've done. I cannot figure out how to open this thing. Where is the other? Oh, down here, I guess, the eBay tape. But I was on the Brothers Krim auction. I may have something coming from them this week too, I don't know. And they had a book, Raw, that I wanted and I didn't have. And it goes for a pretty high amount, and I found a slab at a wonderful price. In fact, I bought this slab for underneath the price that they sold the Raw for. That was an auction. So I picked it up. There's one more I need to get to finish this little trifecta. But it is Amazing Spider-Man 298. CGC in a 6.5. This is the first Todd McFarlane Spider-Man issue. First appearance of Eddie Brock in cameo and a chance appearance. So this is like the beginning of the Venom storyline. It depends on, most people consider Amazing Spider-Man 300, this is 298, as the first appearance of Venom. But he appears in cameo in 299 is what the graders call it, even though it's a full page spread and it says Venom. So I think ASM 300 is the one universally appreciated, which I do have. I need to get 299, which is a hard book to get as well, but I'm happy about that. 298, and I'll show you a close-up of it. Whoopsies, hammering when I get done opening all this other stuff. So that's the only comic in the boxes. If you know your boxes well, you know right now what these 2 boxes are. They are both Hot Toys boxes, and they are new. They're things that I had on pre-order, which is encouraging because it means Sideshow is now shipping again. After months of no product coming, they finally have stuff that they can send out. So these are things that had already came out in like Asia already, but the Sideshow distribution hadn't happened yet for both of these. So the first one is from Fantastic... Oh, I'm sorry. Siri, I'm sorry. Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, the Newt Scamander. A Sideshow exclusive, which has a super ton of cool stuff. I've already seen a review on that. I'm very excited for it. So we'll, at some point in this video, we'll look at that in more detail. I'll show you a close-up here when I get done opening. And then the other box came at the same time, same shipment. I expect I'll probably see quite a few Hot Toys boxes starting to show up because there is, I want to say, at least 4 or 5 that have already released in Asia that Sideshow hadn't received to distribute yet. So hopefully I'll see some of those soon. So the other one, Sideshow exclusive version, got Grindelwald from The Crimes of Grindelwald, Fantastic Beasts, Johnny Depp. So those 2 Hot Toys that we will look in more detail. And then the final item here is something I bought to help me in the mornings. And when I do my working out, it's part of I think I actually showed you part of the Under Armour order I got previously in the week, last episode. But it is a new pair of Under Armour kicks. The Hover, see there, it's got the Bluetooth sticker. So these are Bluetooth connected to the Map My Run, Map My Fitness apps, and they can do running coach and tell you about your pace and your gait and all these things. In fact, there it is. There's the information. So I picked these up. They were pretty cheap on the Under Armour outlet. There you see the ones I got, kind of a gray, 2-tone gray and red or orangish, pinkish running shoe. New shoe smell. The reviews on these are really good for what I needed for. They have a good energy return. Right now I'm running shoes that do not have that. So that's what I picked up. I'll give you a close-up of all this. Let's go. There you go, a little close-up Spider-Man 298, 6.5. There you can see what I was reading to you. First Todd McFarlane Spider-Man, first appearance of Eddie Brock in cameo. Very cool story. Here's the shoes. See a little closer up. So they have like a tracker in the midsole somehow. Because I think you can run and it'll track your running even if you don't have a device with you, which is cool. So I'm excited to try those out. And then let's open these boxes, get a closer look at these guys. Got them open up. Really nice packaging. Same kind of inlay. And I'm not going to fully show you them right now, but I'll try to look at them in another video, or another part of this video. I did take the thing off the face. Really nice face sculpt there on Newt. The tailoring, oh, look at man, that's really nice. With the clothing. Same. Grindelwald. Look at the inside material. Oh, that's like silky. That's his bird, I think. He can smoke out of that skull. Got a niffler. We'll look at these in more detail later in the video, but they look really good. Look at the briefcase. These deserve a proper look. I'm excited. I have decided I'm going to go to Walmart, see if they find something to cook tonight. I have stuff to cook, but it's in the freezer. Maybe we'll cook a little bit with Dub later. And there's a few other things. Peanut oil, specifically, that I couldn't find at the grocery stores here. So let's mask up and, hit the road. Masked up. If you remember, I showed you the last one. This one also has a wire, but you see it has drawstrings. And you put one loop over your head, then you tie it and cinch it up, almost like tightening your shoes, and is adjustable. So it's really nice. Thank you again, Kim, for making me masks. Now let's go to Walmart. So far away, leave me to myself. Everybody squeeze now. Oh, Falco! Amadeus! Falco! Oh, you place on my place. Well, I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. Another masked concert edition. I guess I could go on Masked Singer, huh? It's actually pretty full in the parking lot, which is a little disconcerting, but I'm here too, I guess. I really wasn't going to come, but then it gives me something to do on this day off that's different than I have been. And there are some, like that peanut oil. There's a grocery I need. I mean, I don't need it, but I would like to have. So, yeah, I mean, it's no different than going to the grocery store. Doesn't seem like they have any outside lines or anything like that. Maybe it's not as busy as it seems, but it just looks normal, honestly, right now. A few things I got to get. Let's see. You do have these all over the floor, so you can stay 6 feet apart right away, right in the entrance. That's peanut oil fried turkey. That is too much. I do not need that much peanut oil. I need like a small amount for the walk. I'm not deep frying a turkey. I don't even know if you can hear me with the mask. I'm gonna stop by and look at the protein bars because sometimes they have them on sale. Nope, not here. This one. See if they have any of my favorite flavors on sale. I haven't tried to get the one plant-based yet. Banana nut bread though does sound good. I think I got all of those in the sale that Vitamin Shop had. Here are the individual ones. Always look. See, sometimes that one will be $1. This looks just normal. Not that I need any. I have so many. I've had these recently, the caramel peanut Robert Irvine from Kitchen Impossible. They're very good. They did have these for $5, $1 each. Chunky peanut butter. I like the Sink. I've had fruit ones, I haven't had that. I do think I need to pick up some command strips for slabs because I think I've almost run out. I use the medium pair, right? Isn't that what I use? Many times as I've told y'all what I use. Actually, no, it's a small pair. These are a 3 pound each. I need the 1 pound each one. Well, these will work. That's overkill. Spend too much money. Gotta find the small pair. Why didn't any of you tell me that right behind me was like this clearance food? 75 cents. Oh. Birthday cake, 3 Musketeers. This is not Easter candy. This is, I guess, just stuff that isn't selling. Oh my gosh. Sriracha hot chili almond. That looks like something that Steve will need to eat whenever I can see him again. Smokehouse sausage sticks teriyaki. $1.25. Best before, well, December 21st. There's time. Might get some of those. That's the ones you want right there. So it says holds 4 pounds. That means 1 pound each, because it shows you if you put one in each corner. Click, 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 click. That's how you get the 4. Those are the ones I use. I ended up getting a lot of stuff from that clearance. Some fruit strike gum, some icebreaker. Steve will eat those sriracha at some point, and sausage. This section's pretty big. I haven't seen that brand before. Oh, Velcro. I always just use the command strips though. I wonder if all the bikes being sold out is something to do with like they can't sell them because of the virus, or are they just sold out because all the kids are at home and they need a bike to ride? That's what it looks like. There's one bike over there. My guess is they're just sold out the way lots of outdoor exercise equipment is. It does look like you can get into the toys, so we'll make a sweep through. Yeah, they're almost all sold out. Well, that's good. Kids outside riding their bikes. That's good. Look at this tank situation. It's like a Power Wheels. My goodness. Something I'm doing very poorly at. They want you to go up and down the aisles a certain way, shop this way, and then do not enter. We're so used to just meandering about, I keep not paying attention. A lot of people are. It's, you know, you gotta change the way you think. I'm curious if they have any dumbbells. That is a thing that I know is typically selling out everywhere. I've got the kettlebells I use, but I could use a dumbbell or two. I don't know. I don't know where I'm looking, to be honest. Nets and oars. That's not the right section. Oh, now I'm in the, oh, hey. That's why I couldn't see them, because they're gone, which is to be expected. I'm glad I picked that stuff up. I think Victoria and I picked those weights and kettlebells up on an episode of Double Life right before this all started. I do have some weighted vests. It's not what I need though. Waist pack. And of course, pickle juice for your needs. And the toys. There's Metahead, Leviathan. I've never seen the Peely of that one. That looks the same as it ever has. Haven't been in this aisle in months, and I believe it's going to look almost identical. Oh, Jeff Hardy. I would like the Matt Hardy that comes with the. Well, that's awful. Hurricane. Let's see. That is Hurricane. Huh. Power Rangers. Look the same. Bots. I don't see anything that looks terrible. I mean, look at the legends. It's all the same stuff. I don't see anything new. The leftover Spider-Mans. Still Malekith. I bet there's a Gwenpool back there somewhere. Unless they moved it to clearance. The bunny. Looks about the same as it. Some things change. Some things stay the same. Snake chase prank. Alright, let me go get what I'm here for. Now I'm just wasting time, and I shouldn't be doing that right now. I snuck over on my way to the groceries to look at this section where the turtles will be at some point. All the McFarlane Fortnite. Interesting, the McFarlane Fortnite here, McFarlane DC is in the toys. Interesting licensing stuff. Oogie Boogie. I mean, there's nothing. Evil Dead 2. Nothing here. Nothing here I'd buy anyway, but especially nothing here. I do still want that Patronus. I kind of want Buckbeak. Oh, haven't seen that before. Game Reverse Pops, Taskmaster. Not for me. I have heard that some Walmarts are blowing out the arcade one-ups like they did last year when I bought online for like $50 if you can find them. Maybe even the Turtles and the Marvel. I don't know about that. Mortal Kombat, some of those. Here they only had a couple and they were not on sale, but use Brickseek, look at it. That's something you're interested in. This is new. They've got all the, is it just the beer and wine? This is a big wine section. This area used to be like diapers. This is new since the last time I was at Walmart. I mean, it is. It's just a humongous wine and beer section, separate from everything else. Huh. New to me at least. So I wonder what's in the beer aisle now, which used to be just water and soft drinks. It used to be split. All right, this is different. All these individual sodas in like 8-packs and 6-packs here in like the area that would have had cheese and deli meat and butter. I wonder, now that could be because of the virus, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know. I guess I haven't been in this Walmart in a long time, but this is an unusual thing. That usually would be like cottage cheese, butter, sour cream. 98 cents for a Kickstarter. Not bad. It looks like what they've done is add a third row of frozen items. That could be because of this, because I know that kind of stuff is flying off shelves. So the beer and wine moving, and then like all the individual drinks in the middle, maybe that allowed them to create that third aisle of frozen stuff. Here's the first thing I'm gonna get is some sharp cheddar cheese, not for tonight, but for tomorrow. Some sharp cheddar cheese. I like extra sharp even. That'll work. Toilet paper aisle still pretty depleted. These are all paper towels. I don't need any, I'm just curious. And then the other side, toilet paper just completely gone. What I would like is some more like facial tissue. Oh good, they have some. Well, it's going in the ballast. All these oils. I don't see peanut oil. And all the olive oil. Just olive oil. Cayenne pepper oil. Spectrum culinary. No, it's not what I need. Cider vinegar, and then the big oils. It's like the only peanut oil is that humongous, like the jug to fry. That's not what I need. Doo-doo. I did pick up some peanut butter and some honey. I like the extra crunchy peanut butter. That's my favorite. I even came to the Asian food section. Still no peanut oil. No wok oil. There's Red Boat fish sauce. But no peanut. I'm not buying that huge jug. I'm not doing it. That's silliness. Guess the quest for peanut oil continues. The pasta aisle is about half full. Better than it has been. Notice this. Can you eat the big slice? What the heck is that? It's a huge pizza slice crust? And why is it just sitting? Seems like something that should just be sitting out. Here's another food clearance section. A thing I'm not used to seeing. I mean, just random monk cake. 62 cents. Ugh. Pea snacks. Got the big papa down there. That's probably won't last until I see Steve again. What the heck is this? Oh, that's dog food. No, I'm out on that. Apparently this Greek yogurt dressing was not popular. Although if that's like the sauce that comes on the gyro, I like it. I ain't taking a chance though. Not in this section. These are good though. Pure lean. I still need to find something to cook on Cooking with Dub tonight. This ain't where it's gonna be. Beef tripe, meatloaf starter, canned ham. Oh, sauce. Oh my god. Bulk sausage, Vienna sausages, corned beef. Is there potted meat here? We got hot spicy sausages, bourbon barbecue. I don't see any potted meat, fortunately. No. Nope. So I'm picking up some canned new potatoes. I'll get them looking good. But this thing struck my attention. Fucking buffalo beans made with real buffalo sauce. I think I'm gonna get those for dinner. Let me go find a meat. Well, I thought I could make steak, but that ain't happening. All I got is big old pot roasts. Beef ribs, no individual steaks at all, at least right there. So that's not gonna happen. I have to improvise. Gotta decide, do I wanna make something with these beans or make something with the potatoes? Maybe I'll save the beans for tomorrow and I'll find something to make with the potatoes as a side dish. I have an idea. I did pick up some chicken. They had a good price, $1.99. But since I can't get steaks, maybe I'll make mushroom steaks with these portobello caps. Let's see. Oh, there's my arm, sorry. Oh, that one's broken. Yeah. Never made those before in the air fryer, at least. I've made mushroom caps. Let's try it. All right, let me pay, get out of here. Well, I mean, it was just kind of a normal trip to Walmart, other than, you know, certain things being sold out that normally wouldn't be. But, you know, and some people buying weird things. Like one guy had a huge cart of like 6 cases of tennis balls. There were probably 200 tennis balls. I don't know why. Let's see what's on the radio. Oh, the script. But I'm barely breathing. Yeah, I am barely breathing. I can take this off now. But, yeah, I mean, there were plenty of people in there. And nothing terribly unusual other than, almost there. I got it in my eye glasses. Oh. Other than the 6 feet away situation. And, like the TP not being available, steaks. I mean, steaks being sold out is not terribly abnormal because it's like grilling time, spring. I mean, being completely wiped out is unusual. But peanut oil's there for turkey frying, which maybe it's left over from Easter. Maybe people do that for Easter. Usually that's a Thanksgiving thing. You wouldn't see those big jugs of peanut oil like that. But I couldn't find a small thing. Oh well. And we're going to try something different with the new potatoes and the mushrooms. Different kind of cooking with Dub tonight. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to go home, unpack the groceries, play a little Animal Crossing, and next clip, I'll be cooking with Dub time. Cooking time. These are just those potatoes right out the can. Just right out the can. So I'm going to get some of that, some Goya, probably some sweetener, butter, salt and pepper, and then we got to deal with all this and work on these mushrooms. Got all that in there. Like I said, sweetener, the Goya, butter, hot sauce, salt and pepper. I don't really have to wilt potatoes. I think I need a little bit of this though. A little essence. Bam! 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 All right, let's move on to the mushrooms. There we go. Got the boil rolling on that. I'll bring it down to a simmer. I went ahead and mounted up the almonds. I did a better job this time. Made them a little finer. I didn't use as many. I had too many before. I need to wash the mushroom caps, melt some butter, get my prep ready. Then I'm going to place you right there and show you what I'm going to do. Okay, potatoes are simmering. They look good. They're just now creating a little sweet butter bath. So I've melted some butter. I've got the cheese out. I crushed up the almonds. I've rinsed. I took out the stems of the portobellos and I've rinsed them. Got that preheated. I'm going to try 400 degrees for 10-12 minutes. I'm not sure. So the first thing I want to do is coat these guys a little bit in some olive oil. And what I want to do is just kind of paintbrush it. And I want a little bit to be on the outside, like that. So I'm just using, this is like the brush I use for grill and marinade, and I can say paintbrush. I mean, it is a little paintbrush, but just try to get them coated in some olive oil. I think that'll be a thing that will help them kind of crisp up, maybe? I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. Then I'm going to use, I've got olive oil over my hands. Let me get a paper towel from the goose. Then I'm going to do the same thing with a little bit of this Olive Garden Italian dressing, just a little bit. These are going to be like an Italian stuffed mushroom, just to give it a little bit of flavor, just a tiny bit. There, a tiny bit. Just a little bit of the dressing. A couple drops. Trying not to make a lot come out. There we go. That may be too much. And again, kind of paint it around. Try to give some flavoring to the outer edges and such. As a base. All right. I think we're good on that front. Now, need to put some seasoning on it. We're gonna use a little garlic powder. Again, we're going for an Italian style. So a little bit of garlic powder, not a whole lot. We're gonna go with Italian seasoning. Sprinkle that in there. They smell good. All these different herbs, I guess. And just crack or two of pepper. Just one crack of salt. Now, the next thing I'm gonna do is take a slice of that extra sharp cheese and I'm gonna kind of create a little pocket here on the inside, like that. Create a little pocket to kind of give a little cheesy, melty goodness, I hope. Pocket. That one wants to come apart. That is unfortunate. Now, final thing is to make like the stuffing. So we're gonna use, we got the crushed up almonds. Sounds like that's about to be done preheating. So we're just gonna put some of this in there. I still have too much almonds. I guess I should do batches of this since I'm using crushed up almonds for quite a few things anymore. I guess that would make sense. All right, crushed up almonds. And then Parmesan cheese. Hefty amount of that, make it some cheesy goodness. I keep substituting crushed up almonds for breadcrumbs, and then I've got the melted butter that I'm going to drizzle down into that mixture to help it be kind of gooey, delicious, and brown. And that's what I am gonna do for stuffed mushrooms. Show you to you there. Let's see what the air fryer thinks. I did clean my air fryer the other day, so it looks nice and good. Put a little bit of that cooking spray, just Pam original cooking spray. And then let's see, here you can see those guys. Let's try to get them in there without collapsing. This one is gonna be a little harder. Maybe if I have it touch the outside. Oh no! Cheese overboard. All right, that's how I'm gonna cook them. I'll let you see when they come out. Potatoes, doing good. You can see those. Nice butter bath. I may check on these part of the way through because I just don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. They may be awful, but we'll see. It's fun. So these, I usually don't open unless I'm flipping. This time about halfway through, I think I'll open just check and make sure I'm not gonna scald it, but dinner will be ready soon. Halfway through, let's investigate. Oh, baby. Oh, that looks like it's gonna be delicious. Back in it goes. Final product, spicy buttery new potatoes, stuffed portobello mushroom caps. I pulled it out at 8 minutes, so I cooked it 4 minutes less than I thought because it looked good and ready. Let's eat. I don't know what to expect. Smells good. Let's try a little potato first. Yep, got a little spice to it, a little kick. Nice buttery goodness. All right, Mr. Mushroom. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake pulling it out early. It seemed like it was browning up good and was ready. There it is. You can see on the inside, looks good. Oh, baby. Oh. That was right. Because there's still the crisp and a little firmness at the bottom layer of the mushroom. But you get all the cheese and the Italian, the almond crunch. That was right. I think if I had let it go at 12 minutes, it would probably burn. That must be maybe for a bigger one I could do that. I just wasn't sure. That's good. It's not a steak, but for at least a vegetarian option, really good. Really good. Cheesy goodness. I don't know that I could do it without the cheese. That really helps. I really like it. I'm pleased with myself. Keep trying different things in the air fryer, and I know a lot of you comment on Instagram and send me messages that you're enjoying cooking with Dub, you're enjoying watching me use the air fryer. I know some of you have purchased air fryers because of it. It's really fun. You get to try different things. make for some unique recipes, and I'm having a good time with it. So I'm going to eat this. I'll check in with you one more time before bed. A couple hours later, I really enjoyed my dinner, and I played some Animal Crossing and watched a little Brother Grimm Monday comics, and a little treat before bed. I'm going to try out these tiramisu flavor cream Oreo. If I can get it open one-handed, I'm having some difficulty. Got to use my groin. There we go. Let's get a whiff. Well, they're only partially open. I'm not doing real well. There we go. They just look like regular Oreos. Kind of maybe a mocha. Oh, I just smelled the foam. instead of Oreos. They smell great. Oh, you can see it has like a two-tone. Like a mocha and a regular. Let's take a bite. They're good. Oh, it is tiramisu. Cheers, Oreo. Hope you enjoyed today. We'll talk with you again in the morning. At least one more, maybe 2 more days. Probably not near as much content tomorrow. Back to work again. So, gotta get ready for bed. Finish my cookie. Talk to you in the morning. Good morning. I'm on my walk. I walked down here to the bridge. Looks like they're really close. I think there's an entire thing covering the gap. And maybe they're paving the top of it. I don't know. Or they're doing something to the top of it. But that's good. Heavy equipment. I'm rocking the new shoes. Trying them out. I've got the My Fitness app going from Under Armour, as well as my normal Apple Watch, the workout app. So I'm going to compare them. I just finished a mile, and because I have the Under Armour running on my phone and the Apple Watch on my Apple Watch, it just told me all my pace and information. The My Fitness, that was cool. I think it would do that through the watch too if I had my AirPods connected to it. So I just got to see which is better, which I prefer to use. I don't know how the Under Armour tracks it. Does it put it in the workouts? I don't know. I'm going to look at all that when I get done, but got to finish my walk, take a shower, and then I'll chat with you in a bit. So I've got all the screenshots open on my iMac. So that is what the Under Armour app summary looks like, and up above that would show the actual path that I walked, with a map and the streets and stuff. And so then you can see it has summary data, your pace, how long you worked, your steps, your calories, elevation gain. And then if you do the view analysis, it opens this up so you can see your trend of your pace, your elevation differences. So we have minor hills, as you can tell there, but it's a relatively flat area, just up and down some. And then stride length and ground contact time. So that's milliseconds. That's how quickly you pick your foot back up, is my guess. It's ground contact time. And then this is the continuation of this. You see there as you scroll down, shows your pace, 1 mile to the next, stride length, cadence, ground contact time. It's all the things that are blown up in this. And then also has your weather and the shoes you wore. And you can comment about it, take a picture, all that stuff. So then this is now in the Apple Watch workout app. I started the second one on my watch, I don't know, 20 seconds later. I started the Under Armour one first, so that's why they're slightly different. You can see they both got recorded though, which is good. I wanted to see if they'd both get recorded. So this is the Apple Watch data, which has heart rate that the shoes can't have. So there is help in that. Elevation, pace, you see the pace and the distance are pretty close. I would say this is probably the most accurate, since that's literally based off the sensor in your shoes. So that's, and then if you swipe it, you would see the map. But then also in the Apple Watch workout app, it brought this over. You can see it's got the Under Armour Fitness. That means it came over from that, and it gives you very similar data to the one above. Just doesn't have your heart rate. That's all it's missing. So then what I did is I just deleted the one on the watch, and I'll keep the Under Armour one. So that means I can just start the Under Armour app. I don't have to start the one on my watch, and I'm good to go. So there's that information if that's something you're interested in. And it all came off a chip that's in the right shoe that's connected. So that's super cool. Now it's time for a shower. Got my shower done. Feel better, nice and clean and fresh, you know. And now lunch break's nearly over. Took my walk on my lunch break. I eat a protein bar, get back to work. Like I said, we'll definitely have today and tomorrow, as well as yesterday on the video. Not a lot during the work day because I'm busy with work, but this evening we'll check back in. We're gonna definitely do another cooking with Dub. We're definitely gonna look at the hot toys more, probably tomorrow. But let me get back to work, check back in with you. The work day is still not over. It's after 5, but I've still got some work to do. But I just needed to take a mental break, so I decided to come here into the slab area, and this is like the awning of my stairway. I have a 2-tiered stairway, and get these 2 slabs up. Now, if you remember, I rearranged all of this a couple episodes ago. I put all my first appearances here. One of these is technically a first appearance of Eddie Brock, and I don't have a place to put it, so I'm going to rearrange it a little bit. I think, well, let me just flip it and dip it and show you. So starting right there with that first appearance of Jessica Jones, these 3 rows, so this row, and that row are all first appearances. And then there is the first appearance of Stormbreaker down there. So maybe the Death of Superman comic I'll replace with this Spider-Man. Yeah, none of those are first appearances. Those are a lot of deaths and other premiere stuff. But then, like you see, I've had to go up the side again because I can't go up there without help. So I'm probably just gonna put the 2 here on this side. But see, that's like the first appearance of the black suit. So it gets complicated. And then I'll show you some of my favorites, because somebody asked what are some of my favorite slabs. Let me get these on the wall. You can see I took the Death of Superman, put it at the bottom, and put that Spider-Man 298 there, and then put that Absolute Carnage variant on top. So let's see, what are some of my favorites? And this is gonna be based on just things I like, the way they look, more so than like the key nature. Like I love that Avengers Standoff, Welcome to Pleasant Hill hip hop cover. It's like an Outcast cover. I really like that one. I like the Scotty Young stuff a lot. I think that little A versus X giant size is a cool cover right there. But those are just, I like the covers, they're unique. Some of my very favorites. This is one, Visions of Tomorrow, signed by Paul Bettany, who played Vision in the movies. David gave me that. This one, signed by Stan Lee, Silver Surfer 50. I like that quite a bit. I really like the Virgin covers. That Ghost Spider is one of my favorite ones. You see I have a lot of those kind of throughout. I like this, signed by J. Scott Campbell, Doc Ock cover. In terms of like keys, first appearances, I really like this. Recently picked it up from Brothers Grimm, the first full appearance of Galactus. That's a book I'm really excited to own. I like that first appearance of Gambit. Some of these Journey into Mysteries. This is the first full appearance of Surtur. That's a cool one. This one, first appearance of Hela and Sif. That may be my favorite of all of them. First appearance of Beta Ray Bill there. Those are things that I like a lot. I would say if I had to pick a very, very favorite book, it's probably this Galactus. Now, my very favorite would be Walking Dead #1, which is in the arcade. But of these non-Walking Dead, I would say this Fantastic 449. I just really like that cover. It's a big time key. I like Galactus. And then Sentimental would be the one that David gave me with Paul Bettany's signature. All right, I got to get back to work. Next time we check in, it will be Cooking with Dub. Well, folks, Cooking with Dub time. It is 9:02. I worked till about 6:30 or 7, and I got lost playing Animal Crossing, as happens. But we're gonna go beginning to end because this is a pretty simple recipe. So we're gonna try these serious bean Buckin' buffalo beans. Let's try these guys out. Ooh, that's a color. I don't think I can show you that without spilling. That's a weird smell. So these are supposed to be like buffalo wing style baked beans, I guess. They are bright red. I mean, bright red. Didn't read a review, nothing. Saw the can, stopped me on tracks. I purchased it. Pretty straightforward affair. And because I really have no idea what these are going to taste like, I don't exactly know how to kick them up either. They should be really easy to cook. Rinse that off. I'm sure you just warm them up, basically. Yeah, heat to desired temperature. Share or don't. Savor them. So I think they were mild. I'm going to spice them up just a bit. A little bit of hot sauce. Typically, on anything that I'm going to put on the burner, I put a little sweetener in. You usually see me. I like to sweeten them up just a touch, especially if I'm going to put hot sauce. I like a sweet and spicy. So a couple things of a sweet and low. Excuse me. And then just a touch of the emerald, bam, essence. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do to these. And honestly, I don't really know what to expect. I mean, they smell pretty good. They're just different. So we'll let that come to some heat. Now this, what we're going to do is try to make air fryer grilled cheese. Just try something else different. So I know I need to melt some butter. Got some room temperature butter here. Bring that down. In fact, let me put just a smidgen in there. All right. So we are going to melt a little butter to coat the bread. Ah, cooking spray on the ground. Don't look at my honey. Cooking spray ready. So, I've got that Hawaiian bread that I bought in, maybe not this episode, but the one before, a couple days ago, that I was going to use if the bakery had been open, but the bakery was not open. And then I've got this cheese, this extra sharp cheddar cheese that we bought the other day. I don't mind eating the butt piece of the loaf, but for grilled cheese, that is not what we're going to do. So I'm going to make 2 sandwiches. That bread smells great. And just like everything else, I kick up my sandwiches a smidgen. I'm not a plain Jane sandwich person. All right, I need to melt this butter down. Melt it on down. Let's see what we're working with. 25 seconds. Should be enough. All right. So we got 4 pieces of bread. We need the butter to melt, and then I'm gonna use a little Parmesan cheese, some garlic powder, and some of the essence to kind of flavor the bread in addition to the cheese. It's probably good. Just listen for the pop, pop, pop. All right. So one of the challenges is, because we're going to, in fact, we can go ahead and have this over here so that we can put it right in the way it needs to be. So right now we'll just coat all of these with butter. I'm not going heavy on the butter, but just enough to let it be golden, crisp up a little bit, that type of thing. I may need a little bit more, to be honest with you, because I don't know that I have enough to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish on both sides. But I just like to melt it, and again, I use the little paintbrush that I use with the grill. It's good enough to get me started. Let me get the butter back out. No edits here. Even heard me cough. This is going to be straight through the whole process. See how easy, at least I think this is. And I thought about, yeah, don't just lick the butter. I did that. Why did I do that again? It's not very good. I thought about adding like ham, like a hot ham and cheese, but I opted to keep it simple because I'm not sure how grilled cheese will work here. The guy's heating up. I don't want it to scald. Bring it down a little bit. All right, so first things first, we're gonna sprinkle just a touch of the garlic on each of the inside. These are gonna be the inside slices of bread. So that's where this type seasoning is gonna live, and we're just giving it a little bit, just because I want a little flavor outside of the cheese, just a little. So you can see not very much at all. Kind of like if you were making a very light Texas toast. And I'll sprinkle a little bit of this Parmesan. We'll put a lot more of the Parmesan on the outside. Just a little bit on the inside, like that. So the bread has the flavor. Then we'll get to our sharp cheddar cheese. Now I'm a sharp cheddar cheese fan, although I do like a Gouda quite a bit. And pepper jack I like. I like a lot of cheese, hard cheeses. I'm not a big fan of the soft cheeses. I can do ricotta, but I don't really love cream cheese too terribly much. I'm gonna put 2 pieces on each sandwich, so I need 4 total pieces. Feta cheese is okay. I like a Greek salad, but you know, like those soft cheeses, I don't like as much. I like the harder cheeses. I do not like blue cheese. That is not a thing I like. Let me stir these guys up. I think I'm gonna need to bring those way down in temperature. This should be a pretty fast cook. All right, so now, pretty simple, right? You're making a grilled cheese sandwich, you do that. Now, same thing again. I've got melted butter again. We're gonna, a little more liberally here, like that. Like that. And then we're gonna break this up a little more. And hit it with the Parmesan. And I hope the Parmesan will crisp up. That's what I'm aiming for. Let me try to get that mat down, because this side I'm going to place down, since it's hard to do both sides at once. Now, butter to the final layer of the bread. All done. Crispy Parmesan cheese, hopefully. And that's it. That's the whole thing. I'm gonna cook it at 375 for 10 minutes, about 7 minutes. I'm gonna flip it. Let's see how it goes. 3-minute mark. Oh, we've goldened it up. We've goldened it up. Gotta flip it. That's what it looks like flipped. It's only got 3 more minutes. I do not know that I'll let it go the whole 3 minutes, but it smells so good. The beans are ready. They've thickened up. They're ready to go. Here we go. Finished product. I probably could have done for a minute less on each side. They're just they're not burnt. They're just slightly browner than I would like. That is golden. That's a little browner than I'd like. No idea. Let's try the beans first, because this is an unusual thing. Kicking buffalo in your bum bum beans. It's weird. It tastes like you think it's going to taste. It is buffalo style baked beans. Now let me Give you a little close up there. Buffalo style baked beans. Hopefully you can still see me. I think I may have made it crooked. So it tastes like baked beans, but not sweet or barbecue, just a little buffalo, a little mild kind of buffalo. Not bad. It just interesting. Now, I'm gonna cut one of these sandwiches in half so that we can see how it is on the inside. That's a good crunch now. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a crunch that we like. Oh, stringy gooey. Hey, that looks pretty doggone good on the inside. What do you think about that? Maybe that was the right amount. Oh, baby. Very gooey on the inside. The flavors, the garlic, the emeralds, Parmesan, all coming through. It's perfect on the inside. So maybe a minute less on the outside, but I don't know, because it does not taste burnt in any way. It is just completely gooey with a crunch. That just may be the nature of cooking it in the air fryer. That's really good. I'm pleased with myself. I got stuff all over my fingers. But I'm gonna eat dinner, and because it's so late, I'm gonna get ready to bed. It's 9:37 now. I gotta get ready to go to bed. I still gotta do the dishes. So hope you enjoyed today's portion of the video. Tomorrow will probably be the final day of the video. I promise you, look at those hot toys. We'll take them out of the box, look at them in more detail, see what else happens. Talk to you in the morning. Well, good morning. I just finished my run like a minute ago. I'm sitting here on the bench in the dog park. Oh, the neighborhood. I got the tights on, got the new shoes on. So that's my first run with these new shoes. I just took the walk to make sure I could learn how the app and everything works. Let me tell you, it's great. First of all, the shoes themselves, you know, I have been working out in these Reebok pumps, actually, that I bought at Myrtle Beach like 3 or 4 years ago, because they had Reebok pumps, buy one, get one free. I don't even know where the other pair went. I think I donated them Goodwill or something. I don't even know that I ever wore them. Maybe gave them to a buddy. I don't even remember. Because I don't like to wear tennis shoes, really. I don't like to wear shoes. I'm barefoot quite a bit. But if I can be in sandals, I'm going to be in sandals. So I don't wear tennis shoes too often. Oh, anyway. First running shoes I bought maybe ever, like true running shoes. There's the movers. I did have, about a decade ago, I was trying to get in shape to run like a 5K. I was running a lot. I lived in Alabama at the time. Probably the last time I was active, real active, after, you know, when I changed careers, I started traveling for work extensively. It was hard to find the motivation to stay active, plus the hours are so long. Anyway, so I did have like the Nike connected shoes, and I had the Nike Band. I don't remember what the thing was even called back then. I always have been into the technology on that kind of stuff. So these shoes are great. The energy return, meaning like as you strike the ground, it brings the energy back up into your body as opposed to dispersing it. It's wonderful. Noticeable difference running today. Also, I don't know if the premium version of the Under Armour apps just comes because you bought Under Armour connected shoes, but it gave me like the VIP or MVP or whatever of the Under Armour apps. I don't know if that's a trial or if it's as long as I have the shoes or for a year or something, but it provides you all this coaching in your ear. So I showed you the app yesterday with all the different graphs, all that stuff. It'll coach you, and you can pick the voice and how often you want coaching and what type of coaching you want. And so, for instance, I set it for a pace. And so let's say that you want to run a 12-minute mile, 10-minute mile, 8-minute mile, whatever is your pace, which are all fine. 18-minute mile, it's all fine. It doesn't matter. It's not a competition, it's just with yourself. And you could say, I want to be at this pace. And she'll come on, or he'll come on, whatever voice you pick, whatever accent, language, a lot of options, and tell you
you're ahead of pace, you're behind pace. This is your pace right now. I had it doing every 2 minutes. And then it'll also try to correct like your stride length. You are on pace, but your stride length is too long. You're probably going to get too tired and not hit your pace at the end. Things like that. Shorten up your strides and step quicker. Really helpful things. I would imagine that may not be allowed to have in your ear if you're running competitively, like for a prize, because it's true coaching on the fly. But I found it very helpful, and I run my fastest pace that I can remember. I probably certainly when I was still playing sports, I could have ran a faster mile than that 25 years ago. But I don't know that I've ran this pace since I stopped playing sports. Maybe when I was running a lot before, but I was trying to run long distance then, not necessarily for pace. I'm not trying to run for pace anyway. I was just testing out the coaching. Really good. Highly recommend the MapMyFitness app, and using the coaching, and these connected shoes are great because it can just tell you so much more than like even your Apple Watch can. So really pleased with it. But I got to take my walk, and then I got to get the day started with work. So I wanted to check in with you. I'm going to hit the walk. Probably at lunch break. I'll come back to you and we'll try to open up some hot toys.
Well, it's way later. You can see Animal Crossing happened. It's like 7. So I worked till about 6:30, and then I was playing Animal Crossing, and I just didn't pick up the camera to start talking, but I promised we'd look at these hot toys, so that's what we're going to do right now, and then we'll wrap up the video. Okay, we're going to try this approach to look at these. Possibly a challenging approach. I'm not going to fully disassemble them, but we'll look at them in a much more detail than we did earlier in the video. So we'll look at Grindelwald first. He's got the inlay with a couple extra hands, one already holding the wand, which is nice, and then one a loose wand. That's the Elder Wand, I believe. It's hard sometimes to get the hands to hold it, so I like it when they include a hand that is holding an accessory. And there's all his stuff. Let's get him out without damaging anything. So there's the head sculpt. Again, looks really nice. Johnny Depp. Before, let's look at the base. All right, so nothing terribly special there. It does have batteries. I don't know what that's for. So we'll take off his plastic. Usually the plastic is pretty easy to get off. I don't know that we're going to be able to do all of that right here because these look a little finicky. Maybe I can get this one off of his coat. There we go. He does have some plastic in there with his hands. We'll take off later. But you see the detail? Wow. He's got that, the vial. I think that's the vial in there hanging. That's a lot of detail there. That's very nice. Look at the stitch work, the seams, and the inside of the coat. Really, really nice. Look at the back of the coat. Wow, that's top shelf from Hot Toys. Let's look at the accessory. This is the bird. I think this is what makes it a Sideshow exclusive, maybe, was that it comes with his bird. Let's see if you can look at that. Nice. Real feathers. I mean, not real feathers, but feel like real feathers. That's a cool accessory. Will it just stand on its own? Probably. Let's see, does it have a... It doesn't have a place for a stand, so... Yeah, I think you can get it to stand on its own. And then he has his skulls. This one that, like, he would take a hit of, like a bong. And it has the straw. And then... This one, close up on my chin, is more like translucent. Maybe that's what, that's what lights up. So you can have him smoking on it, and it probably lights up, and it has the porthole for the straw as well. And that's everything he comes with, but there is a lot of cost going into these face sculpts and the paintwork and then the stitching. And I just think that is quite impressive. Quite impressive. Let's move to, I don't want to mess up those feathers of this bird. There we go. Let me now move to Newt.
For those of you who are Harry Potter fans, have you liked the Fantastic Beasts movies? I have. I know the first one was more positively received than the second one, but I've enjoyed them, and I hope they continue to be made. I know there's been some discussion that they're delayed, maybe they won't get made, but I would imagine they're pretty committed to that franchise, and I think it'll work. Honestly, I would love to see a premier flagship cable network handle and do a Harry Potter TV show where like each of the 7 movies has a whole season. I think that would be good. I know it's been not that long, but it's been like 20 years. There's Newt's head sculpt again. Eddie Redmayne, that looks fantastic. And his coat is really, really nice. The vest, outer coat, inner coat, pants work, tail, or I don't even know what you call that on the back of the coat. The collar, quite good. Bow tie, quite good. Really, really nice. Very, very impressed with that work. Let's get this niffler out. We all love the nifflers, or I do at least. He's got the coin in his hand. That's a big niffler. That's cool. I think the thing that made this exclusive was it also came with some extra nifflers. He has several hands down there, but this, again, the hand that's already holding the wand, which is great. Let's see. So then we'll do the case last. It has this pack of creatures. I think this is what made it a Sideshow exclusive, probably, or at least some of these. Usually the little inlay is the things that are exclusive. That way they're not changing the packaging for everything else. So, there's a little card. Is that like a business card, maybe? It has the book, his book that he's writing, Fantastic Beasts, and where to find them. Oh! I've dropped it on my groin, and it does. Oh, wow. I mean, incredible. I'm going to show you here. Incredible detail. How it's got the different beasts and the text in there. He has another wand in here, and then 4 smaller nifflers and Bowtruckle. There we go. You can see those. So Bowtruckle has a little clip so it can stand by itself. I also think he can clip onto Newt. And then 4 smaller nifflers. And I'm almost positive that is definitely the extra nifflers, or maybe the big niffler is what made this the exclusive. And then he has his case where he keeps the beast. You see it's got a little thing to open it. Oh, look at that tailoring on the inside. And then in here, it's got the illusion. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's very cool. Because if you know, like, his case looks like it's just a regular case, but then you can go down in it. He goes down in it. It's where his beasts live. That's the magic element. Excellent leather. Top shelf. Top shelf. Look at the buckles. See if I can get that to focus. They're really nice. Woo! Man. I know a lot of you may not be into Harry Potter or Fantastic Beasts or whatever, but these are really, really nice Hot Toys. Really nice. So that's a closer look. I'm not going to get them all displayed and everything yet. I just, I lost track of time. It's too late in the day, and I still got to make dinner and all that stuff. But those are really good. Those are really good. What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Even if you're not necessarily into these characters, you have to appreciate those. I like the Star Ace Harry Potter figures. I've been collecting those 6-scale ones. I didn't get the Newt Star Ace, but whew, when Hot Toys decides to come, they come hard in the paint. There's my guy. Happily clapping with Godzilla over his head in a skull radio wearing a monocle. Hey, I'm happy. But with that, I'm going to end today's episode of Dub Life, episode 81. I hope you enjoyed it. I think we're over an hour. I hope. I'm trying to get close to or over an hour each week. Several days. We did some comics, I think we did. We did some toys. We did some hanging out, cooking with Dub. A lot of fun times. I appreciate the support. I know for some of you it's really important to have consistency, and I'm doing my best to provide that to you, so I hope you enjoy it. We'll keep going as best we can and have episode 82 probably this weekend if things hold up. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I will talk to you very soon. Give us a nice... Look, he's clapping. He's ready for it. He's ready for it. He's ready for it. Squeeze it.